Welcome to Kahani Bar, a cocktail of stories in English and in Hindustani. I am Payal, and today I'm going to narrate a story by Leo Tolstoy called The Devil. Eugene Urthinev had been left by his father a small estate burdened with debt, but he managed it well and soon restored its prosperity. At 26, he married Lisa Annenskaya, a gentle, affectionate woman of good family. They loved one another deeply, and for the first year of their marriage, they lived in complete harmony. At first, Eugene devoted himself entirely to his wife and household. But when Lisa became absorbed in her confinement and the care of their newborn son, Eugene found himself restless. He began to occupy his spare time with the affairs of the estate. It was then that he met Stefanida, the wife of a peasant laborer. She was tall, strong, and handsome in a peasant way. There was something free and fearless in her manner which impressed him. At first, he spoke to her only about her husband's work. Then he began to notice her more often, and before he knew it, he was drawn towards her by a force he could not resist. One day, in a fit of passion, he yielded to temptation. Afterwards, he was horrified at what he had done and swore that it should never happen again. But the very strength of his repentance only showed how powerless he was. For a time, he managed to keep his secret. His wife suspected nothing. The neighbors admired the harmony of the young couple. But with Eugene's heart raged a constant battle between passion and remorse. He began to hate himself for his weakness, and at moments even to hate Stefanida, who seemed to him the cause of his moral fall. Yet, whenever he saw her, the same wild, sweet fascination overpowered him. At home, his wife's pure affection tormented him. Sometimes he would sit looking at her gentle face and think, if only she knew, she would never forgive me. And then he would resolve to end his relations with Stefanida once and for all. He even told his steward to send Stefanida's husband with his family to work on a distant part of the estate. For a few weeks he was calm and almost happy again, but the thought of her returned persistently, like the sound of a tune that cannot be forgotten. Once, when driving to a neighboring estate, he saw her walking along the road with a bundle of linen on her head. The sight smote him like a blow. She stopped and courtesied. He involuntarily reined in his horse. In a few words, she told him that her husband had been ordered to move and that they were leaving that day. Her calm voice and her submissive smile, her bare, strong arms, stirred all the old feelings within him. He sprang from the carriage and followed her behind the bushes by the roadside. When he returned home that evening, he felt he had lost all power over himself. That night, Eugene Urthinev's struggle between conscience and passion began to consume him. What happens when remorse turns into obsession and temptation becomes fate? That's all for today. Join me next week, same day, for the second part of The Devil as Tolstoy's story descends into its final chilling act. This is Payal signing off for now. Do remember to like and subscribe to Kahani Bar. Available on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcast.